Hi parents, I hope you're doing well. This is a video for you guys. I just wanted to talk to you a little bit about some things that you can be doing at home working with your children. And the first thing I want to talk to you about is fine motor and gross motor skills. So fine motor skills are those little skills that you use with your hands, those fundamental things like holding a pencil, being able to put something into a small container, those just hand-eye coordination things. And gross motor skills are your higher functioning skills of sitting up, walking, running, jumping, climbing, things like that. So today I'm going to show you some really easy things that you can do at home and make at home to work on fine motor skills with your kids. So I have some things called task boxes, and these are things that you can easily make at home. And I've used some bigger size boxes. I actually got these from Dollar Tree. So again, I've got just a bunch of these, and they were all from the Dollar Tree. You can also use smaller boxes or containers like those old pencil boxes that we used to use. You can use those. I like to get the bigger boxes just because I can fit more in them. But the kids really like them. So here's a few ideas that you can do at home with your kids. So this first box, I just got these for free. I Googled task boxes online and I found a couple different ones and a couple different special education teachers who made some resources. And these are some of the ones that I found that I got the images from and then just put it together. So for this task, you'll see it says, to complete this task, I will use these materials and make these shapes with these pipe cleaners. So you can easily do this one at home. You're just going to take some paper and draw some different shapes on it. These are laminated so that they don't break, but an easy trick to laminate something at home is you can take just clear tape, not really Scotch tape, but packing tape, and you can put it over it and cut around it, and it'll laminate it so it won't rip, okay? But you'll want to just draw some shapes onto some paper. You could use colored paper, cardstock, anything like that. And just get some pipe cleaners. You can get these from Dollar Tree, Walmart, Dollar General. Some people have them laying around at the house. And what you're going to do is they're just going to take it and bend it to try and make the different shapes to match the pictures. Okay, so this is just a really easy little fun thing that the kids love to do. Okay, so I'm going to show you another box. This box is got an old ice cube tray. Again, these are easy to find. A lot of times people may have them laying around the house. And for this task, the child, they got them mixed up. This one shows bears, but they're actually just using these little pom-poms. I have one of each, one with pom-poms and one with bears that they do. But what they use is this little pincher, and actually you can get these at Dollar Tree, but the kids, even just using your fingers, this is still a fine motor skill. This is more advanced, and this is your lower beginner, is just picking it up off of the table and having to place them into the bin, or even more functional, having to have a smaller pincher grasp and reaching in and pulling them out and putting them somewhere else. Okay, so that's another one they can do. And this one here is where, can't get it out. You just take these beads and put it into a water bottle. So I've got an old water bottle here. You can tell that the kids have used it. It's a little smushed. But all they're going to do is they're going to take these are just soft little pom-pom balls, and I have different sizes in here, and they have to pick them up with their fingers and put them inside the bottle, and then they have to get them out, or they like to get them out. So that's an even more advanced task of getting them out after. So yeah, there's another one, and then this one has got another water bottle. And this task is similar to the one with the pom-poms, but you're using the, I forget what the pipe cleaners. You're using the pipe cleaners again, and these are just pipe cleaners that we've cut in half, and they have to put all of these pipe cleaners into this bottle, and then they have to get them out again. So again, these are really easy, just little time fillers that you can use, and they're also skill builders. So it's not too difficult. The kids really love it, and it entertains them for a little while. There are a lot of different ones that you can find online. Lots of different ideas with this. Another one that you can do is you can get Play-Doh and take beads. Obviously, if your child has a tendency to put things in their mouth or eat Play-Doh or beads, you're not going to want to do this one. But you can take Play-Doh and stick little beads in the Play-Doh and then kind of like mix it all up, and they have to pick out the beads. Okay, you can do that with like a slime material or like a putty, or I just say Play-Doh because most everyone has Play-Doh around the house. So that's another type of fine motor skill that you're using to pick out those little things. If your child is having a hard time holding a pencil correctly, one of the things that you can do, and these are all things that our OT has told us or things that we have learned just through experience, you can have them hold the pom-pom in their hand while they write. Let me get a pencil real quick. Sorry about that. So, I have these little grippers here that you can order from Amazon, and they hold like this to write. You can also get regular grippers. They work just the same to try and teach them to hold. And these are smaller. These are just golf pencils. They're really good to begin writing with a smaller pencil. It's more of a, in school when you used to like sharpen it all the way to the end. Well, this is similar to that, and it makes you hold it tighter at the end, because if it's a bigger pencil, they may hold it all the way up here and things like that, so it helps them hold it in a tighter grasp like that. But if you have them try and not drop the pom-pom, if you're gripping the pencil correctly, you're not going to let go of that pom-pom. And if you aren't holding it the right way, then you can't hold the pom-pom in there. So that's just a way, and this is like an alligator chomping. Where's your mouth? Hold the pencil and hold your pom-pom. So if you hold your pom-pom and grasp, it helps. So those are just a few little tips on that. The last thing I wanted to talk to you guys about today was a skill that we start out with at the very beginning of school. We start out with sitting at the table and sitting at circle time. And so this is a skill that a lot of our students exceed at very quickly, and a lot of our students need a little more support in it. So I wanted to talk to you about it because this is a skill that I am afraid we'll have to relearn when we come back to school if you're not working on it at home. So 2 times of the day that you can work on this are lunch, well really more than 2, but lunch and dinner. When your child is eating, or when your family is eating, try and make your child sit at the table. They need to be sitting in that seat. I do not recommend letting your child walk around while they have snack. I don't recommend having them graze, come back and forth. I highly recommend having that structured time. This is your time that you will sit. This is where we will eat. Because that's how it is at school, and if you're going to go out and eat or something like that, that's how it is in society. And so this is a skill that you really want to try and help your child learn. So, like I said, for some of our students and for some of your children, this is going to be a daunting task because they don't want to sit still. And trust me, I completely understand that. So start it in just small doses, but understand that they will get it. They will learn it. I promise all of our kiddos here at school have. They started out not wanting to sit at that seat, but it's a continuous discipline in the parent and the teacher's mode of if they get up, we sit back down. You get up, we sit back down. You get up, we sit back down. And so it may take you a week of work, but by the end of it, you're going to be so grateful that you did it. It's consistency, consistency, consistency. Have the exact same seat, the exact same spot every time. And I promise that that routine and that structure is going to build up and it's going to fall into other things. So you're like, okay, well, how is it going to help me if my child only sits in that one seat every day? Because they're learning to sit. And I promise you that that's going to transfer into sitting at a restaurant or sitting at church or sitting at an event. Okay? They're learning that skill to be content and still. And that doesn't mean they have to be sitting there without anything. When we do start the process at school, we'll have things like this. Let me show you. Little fidget toys. We'll have these. Lots of different things that you can use to sit next to your child. So they'd be sitting, here's their food, well, here's their toy. So they get to have something while they're sitting as a reward for sitting. And so eventually that goes away because they get to the point where they can sit without it. But for this time being, this is a little bit of a helper to have them content in that space. Excuse me. So anyways, I hope some of this was helpful. I'm going to be trying to film a few more of these. Please send me questions if you need advice, if you don't know how to do these with your child. Anything I can help you with, please let me know. This is definitely new for me. I know it's not what you guys necessarily signed up for or I did, but just know that I'm doing my best, and I know that you guys are doing your best at home, and you know, it's just a daily thing here. So please let me know if you need anything. I'm praying for you guys. I miss your kids so much. I hope that everyone's doing okay. And again, please don't hesitate to reach out for anything. Okay? Thank you, guys.